So right
Yes,
now,
Prabhakar.
Yes, Dhamma.
okay, great. So let me start the session. I will make the zoom level 150. I hope you can see my screen properly. And here we can see I have created one employee table, and if I execute it, you see I have columns like name, employee ID, gender, department, salary, age, and city. Okay. So right now what we are going to do, today we are going to discuss about group by clause. Okay. Group by, having, and where. Also we will discuss regarding the aggregate functions in SQL Server. So these are the three concepts which we are going to discuss today. We will also see the difference between having and where clause. Okay. So let's start the session. So first of all, I have created this employee table, and as I told you, you have the employee names, department, salary, age, and city. So we will use this table to see the concepts, how group by works, how having works, and how where clause works. So before that, let's see what are aggregate functions in SQL Server.
Bhagar, make your screen maximize.
Sorry?
Maximize the screen, Bhagar.
It's in maximize only, Harika. Can't you see the maximized screen? Let me stop it and share it again, okay?
Okay.
Can you see the screen?
Okay. Now it's okay.
So I'm keeping 150%, okay, so that you can see the font properly. Let me keep it to 100. So we are going to discuss regarding the aggregate functions which are present in SQL Server. So what do you mean by aggregate functions? So aggregate functions are functions which you can use on numbers. Okay. So suppose you have a set of numbers and you want to get the maximum number, minimum number, the count of the total rows, average of the values. So these things you can find out by using the aggregate functions. There are many aggregate functions, but we will cover mainly some of the aggregate functions which are mainly used in SQL Server. For example, the one which is mostly used is count. Then you have max as an aggregate function. Then you have min as an aggregate function. You have average, and you have sum. Okay, these are the most commonly used aggregate functions. So count, max, min, average, and sum. So count is generally used to find out the total number of rows present in your records present in your table. Rows or records. You can say a single line is either a record or a row. So let's find out the total number of rows present in employee tables. How you can do that? You will write select star from employee. Okay, you will select it and you will execute it. So you get there are 13 rows. Okay, if this is a limited number rows or limited number of records are there, that's why we are able to scroll down and see. If there are plenty number of or a lot of records, then how you can do that? You can find out by using the count aggregate function. So how to use the count aggregate function? You will go here, you will say count of what? I am saying count of all records. So if you execute this, you will get 13. 13 is the total number of records or rows present in this table employee. So generally by whenever you are using count, so it's advisable not to use star. You can use any one column name. Star means it will find out all the columns. It will apply to all the columns. Okay, it will apply all the columns. Then it will go to the records and find out the total number of records present in the table. So better whenever you are using count, you use any single column which is present in the table. So I will go with ID. So we are not concerned about the data, we are only concerned about the total number of records. So it doesn't matter which column you are taking, but for the performance point of view, you better go with one column rather than going with the star. Okay, so right now I'll execute and you can see the same result. So this is 13. Total number of records present in this particular table is 13. So now let's see the max. So before max you were using, you can use a where condition, but you can rather than using max, you can use order by and you find out the maximum salary. How you, let me explain you. Suppose I want to find out the max salary of an employee. What I can do, select star from employee. I will say order by salary. So you will get all the records. Okay, and which is the highest salary? You can see here the highest salary is 35,000. Okay, if you say descending, if you want to get only one record, then what you can do? Any answer? Suppose I want only one record from this list of records. So what clause I can use? Any answer?
Where clause.
Sorry?
We will use where clause.
Where? What you will?
Where.
Where? Okay. Can you finish the query? Where?
Where equal to column.
No.
Where equal.
Let me rephrase my question. The question is, suppose you got total number of records. The first record is the record which is having highest salary. Okay, you can see.
Yes.
First record is a record or row which is having highest salary. Now the question is, I am getting all 13 records, right? So what can I use so that I can get only one record with the highest salary? Any answer for that? Venkat? If you want to get only one record, you can use top one. Okay.
Top one.
This top one is going to get you the first record, which is having the highest salary. So first, what we did, we have set the rows order by. By using order by, we have sorted out the entire table. So we used order by descending. So the highest salary or the max salary is the first record, first row. And how to get the first row? You can use top one. If you want two records, you can use top n. Okay. So this is the one way where you can find out. In this way, you can write a query to find out the maximum salary. So what is the alternate way? You can write in this way: select max of what? Max of
Salary.
From
Table name employee.
I will select and execute. See, you got the maximum salary. Here I selected top one star, that's why I got all the columns. If I say only salary, I will get only salary column. Okay, understood? So in this way you can find out either by you can write a big query like this, or simply you can write max. You can use the max aggregate function and find out the maximum salary. You can use any one of these. Okay, and now if you are trying to find out the minimum salary, what you can do? Same process.
We will use min.
What you will use?
Min.
Yeah, you will use minimum.
Minimum.
I can take minimum salary and I can execute this so that you will get the minimum salary. Or you can write a query like a big query like this, and you will say order by salary ascending and select the top one salary, you will get the minimum salary. You can use any one of this. Okay. Next, so you saw count, you saw max, you saw min. Now let's see the average one. So it is very simple. You say select average of what. So see here, you can see average, it needs an expression, it needs a column, and it returns an integer. Okay, suppose I say average of name or city from employee. Okay, okay. So now if you try to run this, it will throw you an error. Why? Operand data type worker is invalid for average operator. Average operator can only work, average operator will work only with your integer type data type. Okay, so if I say salary here, you can see, and who, if I execute, so you can see this is the average salary. Similarly, we can also use sum. So if you say sum of the salary, so aggregate functions take input the data types, column types which are of integer types. Okay, so it is 3,75,000. Okay, I hope this concept is clear. So once you are clear with aggregate functions, next we will go to the group by clause. Okay, group by clause. So where are you going to use the group by clause? Whenever you are going to find the data or find the records which have a condition of getting by grouping. So you are trying to group the trying to find out the result grouping by a specific condition. Suppose here if I go to my table start from employee, here you can see I have employees from different cities. Okay, I have employees from Mumbai, Bangalore. Okay, I have from Odisha, and there are some names of the employees. We are working in with different departments who are having different salaries as well. Okay, so right now my condition is, or my requirement is, I have to find out the employees, or I have to find out the total salaries depending on the city. So I have to find out how much salary I am giving to the employees depending on the city. What salary I am giving to the Mumbai city, what total salary I am giving to the Bangalore, and what total salary I am giving to the Odisha. So what I want to do, I want to group the salaries by cities. So let's group it. We will create a group. Okay, Mumbai city is a group, and this group total what salary it is taking. Similarly, Bangalore is also, we have to create a group. So we will create a group of 3, that is Mumbai, Bangalore and Odisha. So these 3 groups, we will find out the total salaries going into these particular cities. So let's see the syntax of group by and how to use it to find out the or grouping the cities with salaries. So what we will do, let me write it down and I will explain you line by line. Okay, so select from employee. Now first we have mentioned that the table will be employee. Now what columns you want? You want city and you also want salary. But what salary you want? You want the sum of salaries. So I want to find out the sum of total salaries for this particular city. So what you can do, you will mention select city, sum of salary from employee table, and now I want to group by this result, group this result by city. See, you said select city, and we in group by should be group by column or group by clause should use one aggregate function. If there is no aggregate function, group by clause will not work. Suppose if I am removing this sum, you will see this query will throw an error. Let's go to and delete it. Let's try to run. So it's saying column employee salary is invalid in the select list because it is not contained either in the aggregate function nor in the group by clause. So let me remove the salary part and find out and try to find out the city group by city. I am doing the city group by city. Let's see what is the result we are getting. So we have three results, that is Bangalore, Mumbai and Odisha. So there are only three cities. But if you want to find out the salary which is used by or which is or you want to group the salaries by the cities, then you should use a sum aggregate function, and you are saying that okay, first group the cities and sum the salaries of the cities, then next city, then salary of all the cities, then city and salary of that particular city. So let me use an alias name for this column and I will select this. So you will see Bangalore city is taking this much of salary. I have summed the salaries from all the Bangalore cities. Mumbai is taking this much of salary and Odisha is taking this much of salary. So whenever you want to group by the result, you have the records and you want to use the group by, or you want to get a result grouped by some particular clause, then you can use group by in your function or in your query. So let's extend this query. Right now we have city plus also salary. So I want to find out the total salary and gender also. What is the gender in the particular city who are drawing the salary? So how can I write the query? First of all write down this concept, select star from employee. Then you will find out okay, what the columns you require. You require city, you require gender, and you require sum of salaries. Okay, so you require city, you require gender, you require salary. So if you are using aggregate function, there is no need to write down that particular column in your after group by. Okay, suppose city, and I need, if it is not aggregate function, that's why we have to mention the column here. If there is a aggregate function mentioned in the column, that column should not be present here. We are performing the aggregate on this particular column, okay, but we are grouping this result with city and gender. So let me find out the result. Let me execute this. So you can see in Bangalore, female are drawing this much salary. In Bangalore, male are drawing this much salary. Mumbai, female, male, and Odisha, all are male. Okay, so this is the way we can group our result with two columns. So let's give it a specific name. This column is not having any name, so I am giving an alias name, as is used to give any alias name. So execute it, and you will see you are getting the result here. So if you want to find out the total number of employees, what you will do? Suppose here you have city, gender, salary. At the same time, I want to have another column where total employees. I want the total employees to be present in this particular next column. So what I can do, already I am grouping with city, gender, and right now let's find out the total employees who are present in this. Suppose female, how many female employees are there? If I want to find out, what I can do, simply I can use the count aggregate function, and here I will mention any column, count ID. So count ID, what it will do, it will give me the total IDs which are present in a particular group. So first group, if you see, we have got this many groups, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. So in 5 groups, first group, the total female count is 3. In Mumbai, female count is 2. Bangalore, total employees 1. Mumbai, 2. And Odisha, 5. So in this way you can change the query and you can find out what are the required or desired results. Okay. So the important points to keep in your mind while using the group by clause is, so whatever functions, what suppose you can see I am finding out 4 columns here. I want the 4 columns in the output like city, gender, sum, and salary and total employees. You can say as. So when you are using a name, when you are trying to give a column name which has a gap in between, space in between, you can use the square brackets. Okay. So these two, you can see these 2 columns I have mentioned here, group by city and gender. Okay. But here sum, this is aggregate function which is used on salary. Count is aggregate function which is used on ID. So I don't have to use those column names after group by. Okay. So this is the result you will get. So it depends what type of result or what is your desired result, and depending on the desired result you have to write the query. Right now let's try to, so this is the group by clause, and you can use some of the questions. I will share the questions with you, and in those questions you try to practice the group by clause or group by queries. Okay. So here we will see how to use where and having clause. Group by. Okay. Where and having clause in the group by. Let's see how to use this. So here I have this result. So right now suppose I want to find out the only records or only the groups where salary is greater than 50,000. Okay. So what I can do here, I will copy this query and I'll show you how to use the where clause. So here I will say where salary is greater than 50,000. See, are we getting any error here? There is no error. Let's execute this. $5,000 is fine. If I say 50,000, then why I am not getting the results? Okay, let's use another column. Let's try to find out the error. We will say Mumbai. We'll try to execute. Yeah. So we can. So if you see the total, let's try to execute this too, and there you can see the difference between or how to use the where clause. So here let's execute this. You will see these were the total results, and these are the results where you are using a where clause and finding out the city. So I am not sure why. Maybe the where clause is not working on the salary because we are doing an aggregation sum here. Okay. So let's do a where clause with gender. Yep. So where so here we are not using salary column. Okay, we are using the aggregate function. That's why we are not able to get the results. Okay, so here we are directly using these 2 columns. That's why you can use your where condition on these 2 columns. But on salary you are using an aggregate function. That's why the where condition is not working. So you can use the where clause to find out, to filter out these 2 columns. Okay, city and gender. So next thing is we will see how to use having, and we will see the difference between having and where to use having and where to use where. So city is equal to Odin search. For example, we are searching Odisha. So we got the result here. So now we will see how to use the having clause. Once I show you the difference, you will find out there is a slight difference on usage of the where and having clause. If you want to use where, you have to use it before group. So before doing the grouping, you have to filter the records. Okay. But having clause, what it does, it is done after the grouping. So you will say having city is equal to gender. Simple. And you execute this, it will give you the same result. So wherever you are using where, it should be done before the group filter should be done before the grouping, and if you are using having, it should be done after the grouping. So if you can say here what we are doing, here we are taking the whole result, then we are filtering, then we are grouping. And here first we are doing the grouping, and after the grouping is done, then we are applying the filter. That is the difference between where and having. Okay. So now let's see the difference between where to use having and when to use where. Having versus where. So right now we will find out what is the difference between having and where. So there are three major difference between having and where, which you have to keep in mind. This is a very interview question right now. People are asking, in interviews, like what is the difference between having and where. So first thing, where can be used in select, insert and update statements, whereas having clause can be only used with the select statement. This is the major difference. So with where can be used with insert, select, delete and update queries. Okay, whereas having can be used only with select statements. Okay, now the second difference. So we saw where filters before the aggregation, whereas having filters after the aggregation. So here I was saying the difference. So where performs the filter works before the aggregation. Aggregation you are doing here, group by you are doing here. So before the group by, where you have to put it. Okay, but having works after the aggregation. Once the grouping is done, then the filtering is done in the case of having. Okay. So aggregate functions cannot be used in where clause unless it is a subquery, but having you can use the aggregate function. So this is not so important right now, but you keep you keep in mind these two differences. The subquery concept we will discuss once we get a chance, or once we come across the subquery. Okay. So right now the two major differences is where is we can say where filters before aggregation, having filters after aggregation. So these are the two main differences which we have to keep in our mind. Okay. So we covered what are aggregate functions, we covered these aggregate functions, how these are used, we saw what is group by, we used group by depend on a table, and we found out, I generally wrote two queries. You can write, you can practice on multiple queries and find out the groupings. And we saw how the usage of where and having, and we saw what is the difference and how where and having are used. Okay. So we will end the session today here. It's a small session, and we will catch up in the next session. Okay. If you are having any doubts, you can contact me or send me a message. Okay, guys.
Okay, thank you, Morgan.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, man. I will upload the video. You can go through it. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay.